up, y'all? You know, sometimes I wish I could just stay out in the woods. That way I wouldn't have to hear about the culture that's going on across America. But then sometimes I feel like it is necessary to have the internet for a comedic release. And the Daily Wire has got a new movie coming out tomorrow called Lady Ballers, which are all dudes who play basketball. This movie should be in every single theater across America. Matter of fact, in 2005 or so, it probably would have been, and nobody would have gotten offended. It would have been this generation's Blazing Saddles. But the people who are born with hoo-haws, who have imaginary ding-dongs, are going into cardiac arrest over this movie, and I'm here for all of it, okay? Now, this movie is about a group of middle-aged men who decide they want to know what it feels like to dominate in sports. So they form a women's basketball team, and they do just that. The movie trailer had me absolutely dying. If some of y'all have seen that, you know what I'm talking about. But interesting about the hate this movie is getting, y'all, because dictatorships, stay with me on this, dictatorships cannot tolerate being mocked. The left-wing extremists can't comprehend that not everyone thinks just like them. And when it happens, they're completely amazed. I feel like the trans argument at this point is like receiving emails that you never signed up for. Please cancel my subscription to your issues, okay? This movie is necessary, y'all, because people who are pushing this movement are extremely dangerous to everybody politically. We gotta love everyone, yes. However, that don't mean you gotta acknowledge them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. One false step, even one perceived false step, with the people pushing this kind of culture, and we have literally everything to lose, while they got nothing to lose whatsoever. Now that's an incredible level of abuse, if you ask me, and I feel like it's time we collect damages. So we all know this, sports is separated by sex, not gender identity, okay? Because sex is what determines height, bone density, lung capacity, muscle mass, not the way you identify or present yourself. Hell, y'all, hormones have long since been banned in the NFL and the Olympics, because testosterone is the ultimate cheat code if you're playing in women's sports, and that's what this movie is making fun of, okay? And it's necessary. If it didn't matter whatsoever, then why don't we ever see any trans men, competing against biological men in sports and winning? Exactly, because it is a one-way success. More on this in just a second. I'm just getting started, y'all. This video has such a cool sponsor, the Buffalo Wool Sock Company. Ladies, it's getting close to Christmas, and us men are pretty dadgum simple. We just want socks without holes in them, okay? These are for hardcore outdoorsmen. You can wear them hunting for 7 straight days. You ain't even gonna smell them. I put them to the test personally. I can't get them wet. They don't sweat. It's all because bison has 3 times the drying retention of sheep's wool. Y'all ever seen a bison out in the middle of the prairie in the snow shivering to death? Exactly. So go to buffalowoolsockcompany.com. Use the link I'm gonna put below for 10% off. Just enter in code BUDDY. And think about that ladder stand and how cold it's about to get for deer season, especially for those of y'all down south that ain't used to it. These are the best socks I've ever worn in my life. Grab a pair. Link is below. So there's an article that just came out this week on Yahoo News, and Yahoo, of course, is always known for their expert opinion on moral fabric across America, but it said something to the effect of straight women are clutching to their pearls over the idea that trans women could ever participate alongside cis women in sports. Hold the phone. I just want to say this. Anytime you ever read the words cis women, cis men, or whatever, their argument and their entire base is null and void. Just scratch the entire thing out. These people are morons. Y'all, I really think the hate that's coming at the Daily Wire for releasing this movie only helps them gross like another $1 million every time the trailer gets viewed by somebody, because Americans can't wait to see it. Comedy is the first line of free speech, and if you can't laugh, right, in a country, then you're not free. I truly believe that. Now it's time to go on the offensive. Y'all ready? What are we going to do about the psychological toll that's been put on all these innocent Americans having to tiptoe around all these people who have an imaginary friend in their pants? You know what I'm saying? That's a psychological toll. Straight people should be able to sue them for damages for years of stress, for misspeaking, for double standards, and for hate speech toward biological women in sports. The sooner Congress grows a pair of balls and makes it punishable for the mentally ill people to harass the rest of complete peaceful society, the better, okay? Because we have had to suffer for years and years and years now, along with our children, and been mercilessly harassed. And I really believe that PTSD is setting in now. I'm seeing it across the country. We have PTSD, and the psychological toll has come. We're ready to collect the dadgum bill. I was on a radio show out on the West Coast last week when the host asked me, buddy, for our listeners, can you tell us how do you address trans people without getting in trouble? I said, I don't address them at all. That's how I always stay safe. I don't talk to them. Why would I? And to suggest I have to is bullying and harassment, by the way. Why would I engage with somebody where I have everything to lose and they can literally assault me right there in the middle of the street in front of a cop and still be more protected than a bald eagle at Yellowstone? Okay? I'm not going to address them, and neither should y'all. This is mental illness. We have everything to lose. They have nothing to lose. This is a fantastic movie. Lady Ballers. Go see it on Daily Wire. I think it's going to be out tomorrow, which is Friday. Get your kids involved. Let them see how crazy this 1% left-wing extremist movement actually is, and let's get the heck out of there and just move on in 2024 and get past the woke stuff. It starts with you. It starts with me, and it starts with the next generation. God bless y'all. Y'all be good.